What's up with it? It's your boy Brent C. I wanted to talk today about how to deal with people who are easily argumentative or who are easily triggered. And I thought about this because I got a friend. We just had a conversation and he brought up a topic and I was asking him questions about the topic that he brought up. And he got, I guess, triggered because I kept asking questions relating to the topic, which honestly, it wasn't even a sensitive topic or anything. It was something really small, minor. But I guess he had a lot of people calling his phone and he was just trying to buzz over because he was on the phone with his girl. And I was just trying to get a clearer understanding of why what she said had anything to do with basically changing the situation. Basically, I was just asking questions to try to get a better understanding of what the hell was going on. Because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know why what he said had anything to do with anything changing with his situation. So I just had a question mark above my head, like, well, what does this have to do with anything? How does this change anything? Oh, well, you asking a lot of questions, but I got more people calling me now and all of that, so I had to fill you in later. That's cool. Calls me back later, and I asked him again, like, so, okay, can you explain now that you have more time? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's just little details that's not even, shouldn't even be worried about. I'm like, okay, cool. So at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm checking out. As in, going forward, it's nothing, I'm not asking no questions. That's how you deal with it, guys. I've said this before in a video, I want to say a year ago or something. Anytime you do what you see fit, or you just going along with a normal flow of action that you would be doing if you've been doing for years, especially with people that's been knowing you for years and how you are and stuff, I just check out. Like, I just say, okay, going forward, I'm not asking any more questions. I'm just going to listen. It's fine. Because, you know, you got active listeners. Some people, they'll talk, and they'll be like, you feel me? If you just keep saying, then eventually they're going to feel like you're not listening. For me, I try to be an active listener. I give the person the floor. But if I'm genuinely confused about something, I'm going to ask the question. So if I can't ask questions, then I'm just going to just check out. And this isn't, oh, Brent, you be just being emotional. No, it's just as you get older, guys, and more experienced, you just start learning how to deal with certain people and certain situations more efficiently. Because I've already had to do this with a few people. It's certain people I'm not calling anymore. I'm not. I think it was controlling your social investment. I think that was the video that I mentioned this on. And the thing about it is, I'm done calling all these people first, texting all these people first, checking on people when they never check on me, caring too much when it gets shut down, asking questions when it gets thrown back in my face, giving money when if I ask for $1, I can't get shit, or doing favors for people when I can't get them to even just pick up the phone, or they don't return the favors. Guys, you have to manage that shit very well, because what'll happen is you will see yourself giving a lot more, or you try to understand people and they lashing out on you over stupid shit. You know, you trying to just have a simple conversation, and they lashing out. So at that point, then I start not wanting to even talk as much on the phone. Cause like, well, if this is how every conversation is gonna be, then I'm probably just not gonna talk to you that much anymore. And then if I gotta always call you first, then I'm just gonna leave it at that. If it's just texting, if all I can get is a text back, then it's just gonna be a text relationship from that point forward. It's just what it is. You start learning you'll start reallocating the people in your life and dealing with them, you know, like that. You get more successful, you start separating for certain people. I don't have a lot of tolerance in my life now for bullshit, guys. I just don't. You know, I still like to talk my shit. I still like to have a good time. But all that negative energy, overly negative shit, I distance myself from that, and I would do whatever I gotta do to distance myself from that. I might not answer the phone as much. I'm not gonna be passive aggressive because I'm the type of person that I'm gonna address it head on. But some people, you just know that the shit's just gonna keep going on. They're gonna have that 1 or 2 bad days a month. Me personally, you got 1 or 2 times to have a bad day with me, and then I'm gonna just check out, and then you ain't never gonna be able to have a bad day with me again, because I'm not gonna give you the opportunity to have a bad day and shut some shit down when I'm asking the question, or I'm calling you. I'm not gonna give you the opportunity to ignore my call. I'm not gonna give you the opportunity to not pay me the money back that I lend you. I'm not gonna give you the opportunity to not do unto me as I would do unto you, because I'm just not gonna do favors for your ass no more. Essentially what I'm saying, guys, is you have to get to a point to where you start scaling back and cutting people off in order to make yourself happy. Protect your peace, because people, typically people are the sole reason that you're gonna feel depressed, sad, angry. It's usually gonna be people. I'm not gonna say always, but if you have a car accident, somebody else caused it. If you go through a breakup, somebody else caused it. You know, if you have a bad day at work because your manager pissed off, well, it's your manager, it's another person. It's usually gonna be, I'm not gonna say always, because a deer could run out in the street. And you can run into them and fuck everything up, or you can have a wildfire, you can have a hurricane, you can have a tsunami come through. Nature does fuck shit up too. But I'm just saying, more times than not, it's gonna be somebody else. So who you choose to deal with and who you choose to give your energy and stuff to is usually going to reflect how your week or your day or your month or your year is going to go. Because if you keep dealing with a lot of negative people or people who are easily triggered, lashing out, and you got to keep dealing with restraint, like having to not snap out and blast off on them, or you having to deal with these messy motherfuckers at work or any of this bullshit, it's just like, if you cut out the cancer, guys, you'll just start feeling a lot better. Is essentially what I'm saying. So just live more free. Just live more stress free. That's essentially all I'm saying. And I'm saying this to say, if you got friends and family, you don't have to cut them off, but just know how to scale back. If you see that they're in a certain mood, register, okay, I'm just gonna listen. It's just like dealing with a woman, guys. Women's emotions are going to be up and down. You got to be able to recognize when she's just being overly emotional. And then you got to be able to say, okay, probably I'm going to find a way to get up off this phone, or I'm going to find a way to get up out of here, because I ain't trying to deal with this right now. You just have to be honest with yourself about how much you could tolerate. That's essentially what I'm saying.